U.S. now, the White House is firing back at Republicans following the toxic Ohio train derailment, blaming the Trump administration for undoing rail safety measures designed to avert such disasters. This came as former President Donald Trump visited East Palestine on Wednesday, and as Biden administration comes under increasing Republican criticism for its response to the derailment, which took place on February the 3rd. Trump's visit comes as the frustration grows for residents concerned about air and water contamination. Jim Spellman reports.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump visited a rainy East Palestine, Ohio, Wednesday. This is a community still reeling from that train derailment and a chemical spill that happened almost 3 weeks ago. The former president, as well as many in conservative media circles, have been using this crisis as an opportunity to criticize the current president, Joe Biden, saying that their federal response has been lax and that communities like this are forgotten by the current administration.
Biden and FEMA said they would not send federal aid to East Palestine under any circumstance. They're not going to send aid. I thought that was a strange statement because I've been working with FEMA for a long time, 4 years, and they were great with us with the tornadoes, the hurricanes, and things like this. And it was a strange statement to come out, and they were doing nothing for you. They were intending to do absolutely nothing for you.
The former President Donald Trump dropped off some water he donated to the community, as well as meeting with some local officials. The former president said that the robust federal response only started after he said he would come here. He's taking credit for bringing attention to this crisis. We have seen a stepped up federal presence here in the last few days. On Tuesday, the Environmental Protection Agency administrator came here saying that he was going to hold Norfolk Southern, the railroad company, responsible for the entire cleanup effort. Listen.
Using EPA's legal authorities, I am ordering Norfolk Southern to do the following. Norfolk Southern will clean up all contamination in soil and water and safely transport that contamination to the appropriate locations to ensure that residents are not impacted further. From the debris and the chemicals you see in the waterways to the soil in and around the crash site.
Norfolk Southern, the railroad company, will also be required to have personnel attend community meetings. That's something they've resisted up until now. The governors of both the state of Ohio and nearby Pennsylvania say that they are exploring potential criminal or civil charges against the company. The community here has been told repeatedly that the air is safe to breathe and the water is safe to drink, but many of them have questions about the long-term impacts, both health impacts and financial impacts, of this crisis.
Our biggest concern, obviously, is long-term health concerns, because nobody really can answer any questions about what this does to you yet. Then secondly, of course, my biggest investment, this home. You know, what's it worth? Right now, it's worth nothing. Nobody's going to move in here.
I don't think our government or the railroad really cares, to be honest with you. I think they were hoping it would kind of go away.
The railroad company, the federal government, the state government, the local government, they've all been telling community members that they will not be forgotten, that they will not be left behind. But what people in this community want is to see action to back up those promises. Jim Spellman, CGTN, East Palestine, Ohio.